So obviously you're currently employed. What's your role within the college?
My role at Budmouth College is Director of Business and Enterprise with specific responsibility in supporting students to develop their professional skills and to give them a taste of what the world of work out there is about, and to prepare them as best as we can to face challenges of employment, really.
Okay. So when you were our age, was this your ambition to work in this sort of career?
Not at all, not at all. I'm a chemist by training. When I was your age, I did not have the opportunity to decide for myself what to do. I was told what to do. I was told that I was going to study science, which I did. I was told that I was going to become a doctor, which I started doing. And I did my first year pre-med school, that I found very, very hard. But then decided that I had to make a choice. I was either going to be true to myself and do what I really wanted to do, or just carry on doing what somebody else told me. So when I was your age, I wasn't really 100% certain, but I did know one thing. I loved the connection between science and technology, and even art, actually. I loved that. So that's what was really interesting to me.
And when you were young and our age as well, did you have a job?
Oh, very much, yes. I had my first job when I was 14. It was a summer job in a hotel, and what I did was I worked on a beach, a hotel beach, and I picked deck chairs. Actually, I kept deck chairs in place. So age 14, I had my first job, and the reason I had my first job is because I wanted to buy a sailing boat. And when I asked my dad for the money, he politely said, bugger off, which I thought, okay, that's a no. But what he did actually say, joking aside, is he said, well, I'll tell you what he said, you raise half the money, and I will give you half the money.
And did you find it very competitive to find a job when you were looking, or quite easy?
No, it wasn't easy at all. It was, finding jobs has always been competitive. This myth that we have that competition is there now is nonsense. Jobs have always been competitive. There has been a change. The change is that more is expected from young people your age than was expected from us when we were your age. That is for sure true. Things have changed radically in the few years that separate us, really. But the competition was there because every school kid wanted a summer job because they wanted money, so we were competing.
Do you think it's particularly challenging for our generation to get a job, especially in the economic climate?
It is challenging, but it's not as challenging as we think it is. Yes, it is harder. Yes, the economic situation makes it more difficult. It's true. However, somebody once said to me, there's always room for the best. So my advice to any young person would be, make sure that you are working as hard as you possibly can to join the best community. Try to be the best you can. That's all you can do.
And so do you think we are a lost generation, or do you think there's still hope for us to...
I don't think you're a lost generation at all. You know, if I compare the resources that you have thrown at you, literally thrown at you, if I look at the quality of the teaching that you receive, if I look at the fact that you are the internet generation, not the lost generation. It's ironic, isn't it? You're calling it the lost generation, but in fact, you're anything but the lost generation. You're the internet generation.
So we have more resources to be competitive.
Huge, huge. When I was your age, I had one resource, and that was the Encyclopedia Britannica. You have the world. You go at a computer, like me now, and you Google something and it's there, you know. So I don't think you're lost at all. I think what's happened is that actually, if I may say this, I think you have it slightly too easy, actually. I think it's a bit too easy for you guys. That's what I really think.
Okay. And what advice would you have for anyone struggling to get a job out there, like our age or a bit older?
Well, it's Was it Buzz Lightyear? Never give up, never surrender.
I think
Who
so.
said that? It's never give up, never surrender. And at the end, you know, you can only do one thing. You can be true to yourself. And when you wake up in the morning, every single one of us, without exception, has to make a choice. You get out of bed and you say, I'm going to get by today, or you say, you know what, I'm going to get the best that I can out of today. And that's the choice we all have to make. The truth is this now, there's no room in employment or industry for the ones who say, I'm going to get by, because competition is fierce, and therefore what's going to happen is the ones who get up in the morning and say, I'm going to get the best that I can, and use every opportunity, however mundane it seems, to my benefit, right, to my development, those are the people who will get the places. Simple as that. There's a war on talent. The press says there's a war on talent, and it's people who want to develop the talent are the ones that really will actually get places of employment.
Okay. Thank you very much, Marcel.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.